Condensed milk is one of those classic ingredients in our kitchens that can transform any dish into something much more appetizing with just a touch. Its sweetness and creaminess are so addictive that you could end up devouring the entire can with a spoon without realizing it. But have you ever stopped to think about what really goes on behind each drop of this product? The process of transforming fresh milk into that thick, sweet liquid is a marvel of food engineering. That's why today we're taking you inside a Nestlé condensed milk factory to discover every stage of its production. We'll see how the freshest milk is selected, how it's mixed in large industrial tanks, pasteurized, combined with sugar, and how this entire process is carried out on a large scale until we achieve the delicious final product. And who knows, maybe after knowing everything that happens behind each can of condensed milk, your way of enjoying this delicious ingredient will be different. So get ready, because we're about to witness how condensed milk is manufactured on a large scale. Let's begin with step number 1, the main ingredient. The first key ingredient in condensed milk is, as you might expect, fresh milk. Factories carefully select milk that comes from high-quality dairy farms, ensuring that only the best, with an optimal fat content and nutrients, is used to achieve that thick texture and unmistakable flavor we all know. Once the cows are milked, the milk is transported rapidly in huge refrigerated trucks, each loaded with thousands of liters of this valuable liquid. These trucks travel to the factories, keeping the milk at controlled temperatures to ensure it arrives as fresh as possible. This strict temperature control is crucial to preserving quality throughout the process. When those liters of milk arrive at the factory, the interesting part begins. Let's discover. What happens next? Step number 2, filtering and eliminating bacteria. Once the milk arrives at the factory, the first step is to carefully filter it. An advanced industrial filtration system is responsible for removing any impurities or particles that may have gotten in during milking or transportation. This process ensures that the milk is completely clean before moving on. Once filtered, the milk moves on to the next crucial step, pasteurization. In this phase, the milk is heated in huge tanks at controlled temperatures for a specific amount of time. But why is this process so important? Pasteurization aims to eliminate any bacteria or microorganisms that could be harmful without affecting the flavor or quality of the milk. This step guarantees that the milk is safe for consumption while preserving all its nutritional properties. With the milk now pasteurized, clean, and ready, it's time to give it that sweet touch that characterizes it so much. From here, the magic begins that will transform it into the irresistible condensed milk. Step number 3. The sweet and addictive touch. Condensed milk wouldn't be the same without that irresistible touch of sweetness that defines it. This is where sugar comes into play. In huge mixing tanks, the pasteurized milk is combined with refined sugar in exact proportions. Not only does it give it that delicious and addictive flavor, but it also plays an essential role as a natural preservative. A can of condensed milk contains the equivalent of 60 sugar cubes. This impressive amount of sugar not only gives it that sweet and addictive flavor, but also acts as a natural preservative. Thanks to the high concentration of sugar, each can of condensed milk can last up to 2 years unopened, as the sugar prevents the growth of bacteria, extending its shelf life without the need for refrigeration. And it's precisely because of this sweetness that when you taste condensed milk, your brain simply craves more. It's irresistible, and now you understand why each spoonful feels so addictive. The sweeter something is, the harder it is to stop eating, and condensed milk, with its high sugar concentration, is the perfect example of this. In the mixing tanks, large paddles constantly rotate to ensure that the sugar dissolves completely in the milk, creating a perfectly homogeneous mixture ready for the next step. Step number 4. Milk transformation. Once the milk has been sweetened, it undergoes an evaporation process. Here, the milk is heated again, but this time the goal is to reduce its water content by removing approximately 60% of the total water it contains. Large evaporators are used to allow the water to evaporate in a controlled manner without the milk burning or changing its flavor. It's impressive to see these machines in operation, eliminating excess water and achieving that thick, rich texture we love so much. This is a crucial step as it defines the final consistency of the condensed milk. Now that the mixture has reached the perfect density, it's time to cool it and prepare it for packaging. Step number 5. Cooling and homogenization. Once the milk has gone through the evaporation process, it's crucial to cool it quickly to prevent the components from separating. This is where the homogenization process comes into play. What does this mean? Basically, the milk passes through a system that distributes the fat particles uniformly, ensuring that the condensed milk has a smooth and homogeneous texture. Step number 6. Packaging. Packaging is a fascinating process. The processed milk is pumped into automatic filling lines where it's placed into the cans or tubes you're familiar with. These machines are incredibly fast and efficient, capable of filling hundreds of cans in just a few minutes. Each can is filled with the exact amount of condensed milk and then hermetically sealed to ensure that the product stays fresh and uncontaminated. Once sealed, the cans undergo a sterilization process to ensure that no microorganisms can harm the product. This step is key to giving condensed milk its long shelf life without the need for refrigeration. And now with the cans sealed and sterilized, there's only one thing left to do: send them on their way to the supermarket. Step 7. Transportation and distribution. Once canned and sterilized, the condensed milk cans are ready to be shipped to all corners of the world. Condensed milk factories have highly organized logistics systems to ensure that the product arrives quickly and efficiently at distributors. From distribution centers, the cans travel to supermarkets, convenience stores, and bakeries, where they are finally purchased by consumers like you. Have you ever thought about the journey a can of condensed milk takes before reaching your kitchen? From its creation using the finest fresh milk, through rigorous filtration and pasteurization processes, to the evaporation that gives it that thick, characteristic texture, each stage is designed to guarantee a product of the highest quality. Whether you use it in a dessert or simply to sweeten your coffee, you can be sure that behind every can of condensed milk is a meticulous process that preserves all its delicious charm. However, although it's undeniably delicious and a key ingredient in many recipes, we shouldn't forget that condensed milk is high in sugar and calories. Excessive consumption of sugar-rich products can have negative health effects such as weight gain or dental problems. So, while enjoying a dessert with condensed milk is a real pleasure, doing so in moderation is essential to maintain a balanced diet. Now that you know the entire process behind this iconic product, tell us what your favorite dessert with condensed milk is. Leave your answer in the comments.